Hey y'all, I'm Miss Barnett. I am the junior and senior counselor, and this is Miss Rutledge. She is our 9th and 10th grade counselor. So today we are going to do a lesson with you on how to check your transcripts and make sure that you are on track to graduate. So first I want to go over a couple of items that you're going to get in advisory today. The first thing is this portfolio folder. Every grade level has a different folder, and this will be what you keep everything from advisory in this year. So please be sure that this is kept in your backpack all year long because you will need it multiple times each month. So the portfolio folder will be delivered to you today. The next thing you're going to get is a copy of your transcript. So on your transcript, a couple of things you'll want to know. At the top is your name. And then you will see that the grades go across and then down to the next row and across. And yes, you're going to see some elementary grade stuff on there, and that's fine. Just we'll start in 9th grade with your credits. You will have 2 pages, so on the second page you may have more information, or yours may only be 1 page, but you'll also see your grade point average on the bottom of your transcript, as well as some other credit information. Another thing you're going to get is a copy of your schedule. Just a reminder, double check this schedule and make sure this is what you're following every day. We did about 1,000 schedule changes, so we want to be sure that you are in the right class. So this is your schedule for this year. And the final document you have is the transcript check sheet. It looks like this, and I've got a big one here to work with. So let's start with the information that is on the transcript check sheet. Obviously your name. I want you to go ahead and write your name on it now. And the first item is your GPA. Your GPA is at the bottom of the transcript, and it says GPA HS standard. That is on a 4.0 scale, and you will need to write that number in the line by the words GPA. The next thing you're going to see is diploma type. So this is going to have to be something that you know. Are you earning the Alabama High School diploma, or are you earning the Alabama High School diploma with academic distinction? The difference is with the academic distinction diploma, you have taken all advanced classes, and you are taking at least 1 year of a foreign language to earn that academic distinction. So please indicate which one of those that you are earning. And now let's talk about credits. So you have to have 24 credits in the state of Alabama to graduate from high school. So we want to know how many credits you've earned. So at the bottom of your transcript, you will see 2 different ways credits are listed. One is GPA credits. The other one is total credits. Please use the number beside GPA credits. This is how many credits you've actually earned. The total credits are the number of credits that you have tried to pass. So some of us don't pass all of our classes, and that would be included in the total number. We want to know the GPA credits that you have earned here. So you will write that number there. Now let's talk about your academic classes. You have to have 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 4 histories, and 4 sciences to graduate from Brookwood High School. So we're going to take our transcript and we're going to check off that we've earned those required classes. So work with me as we go through each of these subjects, and you mark yours as I talk about them up here. So first is English 9. You can either take English 9, Advanced English 9, or Honors English 9 to meet this requirement. So find that class that you passed on your transcript and check it off. Please be sure that it has credit beside it and it's not something that you attempted and did not pass. You want to be sure you find the one that you actually passed. Now let's move on to English 10. Your choices here are English 10, Advanced English 10, or Honors English 10. English 11 is next. You have either English 11, Advanced English 11, AP English Language, or a dual enrollment English such as English 101. Those would all count for your English 11 credit. So find one of those and check those off now. English 12, you have English 12, Advanced English 12, AP English Literature, Dual Enrollment English 101, or Dual Enrollment English 102 would count for your English 12 credit. So you're going to want to count how many you have, tally those up, and under the total box, you're going to write the total number there. Now let's move on to math. So there are required classes you have to have in math. The first is geometry. So some of you took advanced, some of you took honors, and some of you took regular geometry. So find that one and mark it now. The next one will be Algebra 1. Algebra 1, Advanced Algebra 1, or Honors Algebra 1 will work for this. And some of my seniors, you may have even taken Algebra 1A and Algebra 1B, and you will count both of those. While they're not on the list, you can write those below here and count each of those for 1 credit. The next class you have to have is Algebra 2. That may say Algebra 2 with Trig, Algebra 2, or Algebra 2 with Stats. Any of those will count. Then the fourth math varies for every person. So it could be mathematical modeling, pre-cal, AP calculus, AP computer science, algebra with finance, or a dual enrollment math. You have to have 4 math credits, and it has to be those that I've listed. So count those now and tally those up under the total column. Now history. So in Alabama, you are going to take a history every year. In 9th grade, we typically take world history. So you want to find world history and mark that one. The next history will be U.S. History 10, and that can be U.S. History 10, U.S. History 1, or U.S. History 2, 1877. A lot of different ways that one can be listed. 11th grade, we typically do U.S. History 11, and that can also be listed as U.S. History 2 or U.S. History since 1877. And finally, for seniors, you're going to do government and econ. So this is 2 classes that make up your full credit, and you do have to have both. So U.S. government and economics. Sometimes if you're coming from another state, U.S. government is called civics on your transcript, so that one would count if you've taken that in another state. Also, if you're taking a dual enrollment class, something like political science, microeconomics, or macroeconomics would meet these requirements. Tally your history credits up, and let's move on to science. So science is, you have to take biology for 9th grade typically, and that can be advanced or regular. And then in 10th grade, you have to either take physical science or chemistry. So make sure that you have one of those on your transcript. Then the last 2 sciences that you take, they can be your choice. So if you're getting the academic distinction diploma, these sciences would have to be advanced. And those sciences include AP Environmental, AP Biology, Anatomy, Physics, or a dual enrollment biology class like Biology 103. If you're taking or getting the regular diploma, then you can have things like environmental science, earth and space, forensics, or human body. Those would count as your last 2 sciences. So you should have a total of 16 credits for each of these by the time that you graduate. Now let's talk about the required electives that we have. In PE, the state of Alabama says you have to have 1 full credit of PE. So if you took PE, your transcript should either say Life PE or Beginning Kinesiology. It cannot say weight training, athletics, a sport. It has to say either Life PE or Beginning Kinesiology. Now, if you were in the band and you participated in marching band or symphonic band and that was on your transcript, that will be a substitute for the PE class, and you can earn that credit. However, it cannot say concert band, percussion, jazz band. It has to say marching band or symphonic band for a full credit. The other alternative is JROTC. So if you participated in that for a year, then that will count as your PE credit. So find that, mark which one of these and only pick one, and then let's move on to health. So you have to have a half credit of health. And so most of you do take health as a half credit here. We do offer the class Foundations of Health, and it is a full credit, and it will meet the requirement for your health class that's required by the state of Alabama. So find either one of these classes and check them off. If you took both, you took health and Foundations of Health, for this purpose, check health. All right, the last one that is required is a career prep, and that can be taken either by taking the full career prep class or by taking career prep A and then a career prep B class. So you're going to want to make sure that you can find either one of these and check those off now. Let's move on to your other electives that are required. The state of Alabama says that you need 3 electives in either the career tech field, the fine art department, or in foreign language. And here's where it matters if you're getting the academic distinction diploma. If you're earning that diploma, one of these 3 has to be a foreign language. So you want to be sure that that's what you're looking for. So on the back of your transcript sheet, we've given you a list of the electives we have here, and we've broken them down by foreign language, fine arts, and career tech. So you want to make sure that you're using these electives because there are some at the bottom that don't count in these categories. The way I like to remember it is the fine arts classes are anything you would take in the fine arts department or that part of the school. So anything with Mr. Artavino or Mr. Blackwell, or if you're involved in Miss Seller's theater class, those would be your fine arts classes, as well as Miss Humphrey's art classes. And then career tech classes would be anything that you take on the career tech hall or at the annex, the Brookwood High School annex, or at Holt. So those are the classes that you can choose from. So at this point, I want you to locate 3 fine art, career tech, or foreign language classes and list those in the blanks here. Okay, so you can do that in a variety of ways. You can take all 3 in one area, or you can take 1 in each area. Just mix it up and make sure that you have 3 in these categories. Again, there are certain things that don't count, so don't select these. These don't count in these 3 required classes. Once you've written down the 3 electives that you've earned credit for, you're going to sign this form and date it and turn it into your advisory teacher, and this is how you will be earning a grade for today's advisory lesson. If you see something wrong, you're missing a class, you don't think you're on track to graduate, you need to come see your counselor ASAP. We've checked transcripts, we've looked at schedules, everything should be correct, but we're human and we can make a lot of mistakes sometimes. So we want you to lay your eyes on it and make sure that you are happy with the way this looks and that you are on track to graduate. So again, I'm Miss Barnett, I'm the 11th and 12th grade counselor. This is Miss Rutledge, she is the 9th and 10th grade counselor. And we are your counseling team here at Brookwood High School. And so if there's a problem, you need to speak to one of us today about this, and so that we make sure that we get it taken care of. Thank you, and go Panthers.